arrange this just a little bit. Okay, can you hear me back there, Di? Okay, a little bit closer. Is that better? Okay. The importance of today and this event really mandates that I spend some time pulling together some thoughts, and so I've got those on paper, and so I'll be reading some of my remarks. I hope that is all right with everyone. So let me know if you can't hear me, Di. So first of all, my name is Linda Howard. Many of you who know me already know that I'm a history buff and that I work on family genealogy, and that I am a daughter of the American Revolution. After that revolution, in 1792, a federal law prevented colored men from bearing arms for the United States Army, even though many of them had served in the Revolutionary War. So when free black men tried to enlist in the U.S. military after the cannonballs hit Fort Sumter, they were consequently turned away. However, in 1862, heading towards the middle of the Civil War, the escalating number of former slaves, along with the declining number of white volunteers and the real need for Union soldiers, the government was forced to reconsider that ban. When the Union Army pushed back Lee's invasion of the North at Antietam and the Emancipation Proclamation was announced, black recruitment was pursued seriously, and men of color stood proud in their Union uniforms. In the words of Frederick Douglass, "Let the black man get his person the brass letters U.S. Let him get an eagle on his button. Let him get a musket on his shoulder and bullets in his pocket. Then there is no power on earth that can deny that he has earned the right to citizenship." When the Remus Area Historical Society took up this project of collecting all the various records and categorizing the Morgan West Wheatland Cemetery this last year, it just seemed like a project worth doing for others to look up their relatives and write their stories down for their own heritage. Little did we know the significance of our own backyard stories that would emerge from the information obtained during that project. Today, we unveiled these Civil War veteran headstones of colored men who fought in the battle as part of the U.S. colored troops that were previously unrecognized. Our small community that incorporates Bundy Hills to School Section Lake and the surrounding communities of Mecosta and Remus is strong because our unique makeup from the beginning had an understanding of everyone having worth. That understanding is installed in all of us today as we respect one another and appreciate the talents of each of our neighbors. These are our core values, and they follow us in all that we do, whether we leave the area or stay and become a permanent part of this community. This year, the Remus Wheatland Church of Christ celebrated their 150th year anniversary, and it was those colored men who gave their lives so that we all would be free, along with their families, the old settlers, who first began attending the services of that church that started growing our unique community that we now call family and community. In closing, I leave you with one small request today. Never forget the lives that were lost in the Civil War, blacks and whites, and in every war since then. Remember to thank a veteran, whether they are old or young. And always respect and admire those traits that make a community like ours so unique. Thank you all for coming today, and thank our guests from Traverse City. And so now we would like to make sure that everyone has an opportunity to walk the cemetery, visit with your friends and neighbors. And so again, I would like to thank you all for coming today. Godspeed to all, and safe travels to wherever you call home.
Thank you.